Welcome here in Bocconi University, and welcome to this great appointment for us. So the lecture of Bill Viola here in front of students of Bocconi and in front of students of other Institute of Art of Milan and of Cultural Sciences. I would like to thank, first of all, the artist that is present here. I would like to thank his wife and Executive Director Bill Viola Studio, so Kira Perov. And I would like to give the word now to the two directors of the courses in Bocconi that organized this event. So the Master of Science in Economic and Management in Arts, Culture, Media, Entertainment, Professor Baia Curioni, and Professor Antonella Caru, who is the director of the course of Marketing Management. Prego.
Thank you to everybody, and thank you to Andrea and to the FAI, and of course to Viola for this opportunity. I just say that for ACME this is a crucial. These events are crucial because, of course, the aim of our studies, our training is to learn how to dialogue with the artists and with the arts in general. So they're having a possibility of meeting and confronting with such an important artist with the practice that he is developing is a crucial opportunity. So this is basically the reason for us to be here, and also having the pleasure of having with us also marketing course and dividing with the marketing course this experience. So thank you for everybody to be here, and then we'll go on talking together this afternoon.
Well, good evening to everybody. It's a great honor for me to be here this evening. And, I am really glad to welcome here in our university Bill Viola, the greatest artist in the video art field. And, I don't want to say anything about his work because I'm not an expert in art, but I want just to share with you why I believe that his seminar is an extraordinary opportunity for all of us and also for my students. I am the director of the Master of Science in Marketing Management program. First, because it is the occasion to meet an extraordinary artist. Probably many of you already know his work. Anyway, Villa Panza in Varese is really close to Milan. And I think that you all, I talk to my students in particular, you don't have to miss the opportunity to visit the exhibition and to experience his art. The visit to this exhibition is a very deep and meaningful experience. Second, because this is an occasion to meet such an extraordinary person, not only an extraordinary artist. In fact, I had the opportunity of listening to him during the opening of the exhibition in Villa Panza last Friday, and I was impressed by the simple way he addressed the audience with really complex issues, such as, for example, the relationship between technology and art, or the relationship among art and culture and society. And third, because we belong to this university, Bocconi University, which is based on economic and management. I invited here my students in marketing management, and our disciplines belong to the social science field. And I do believe that if we are open to observe and to learn from other disciplines such as the art, we will be able to do a better job in our fields and probably to contribute through our job to the improvement of our society. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Professor Baia Curioni and Professor Caru. The exhibition, as was just said, is organized by FAI, Fondo per l'Ambiente Italiano, and it's hosted in the Villa Panza di Biumo in Varese. FAI showed in the very recent past, an extraordinary cooperation and a mutual improvement of the mutual mission of FAI and Bocconi University, and many of the students of ACME and many of the students of marketing manager are doing stage there, internship, and there are tens of theses that are developed on the issues of FAI. Here we have the Executive Vice President of the Fondo per l'Ambiente Italiano. We have the Honorary President, Giulia Maria Crespi, and we really thank you for being here. And Marco Magnifico, who is the Executive Vice President, will give us a word about the relation between FAI and these artists and the reason why FAI decided to organize this event.
There is not a reason, really. The only one reason is that Viola is Viola. And this is the reason why we try to have Viola in Villa Panza. And the lesson I learned is once more that you always have to try. The idea to having Viola in Villa Panza was just like a dream, you know. And we spoke with Anna Bernardini. Anna, what do you think about Viola? You will never succeed, Marco. We have to try. And I remember when Giulia Maria Crespi and I, the first years of I was working for FAI, we were used to go very often to London to copy our only one important model, the English National Trust. And the lesson number one was always, to remember, Giulia, ask, ask, and ask again. So we told each other with Anna, let's ask. Let's try to ask. And the dream was born once. I was as a guest in the Berlingeri's house in Basilicata. They are a couple of very important collectors. And I saw for the first time in my life Emergence. And after 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 days, I realized that I was continuously thinking to Emergence. It was such a strong impression. And then I saw the Bill's exhibition in Naples, and I was more than touched. And so we thought with Anna that we had to try, and we succeeded. Thank you, Bill, to accept our invitation. And so I would like to thank you all to be here today. I would like to thank very much Universita Bocconi, because it's a great occasion for us to speak to a public of young people who are beginning their life, their professional life, and without art, their professional life, your professional life would be much poorer. And then I would like very much to thank Bill and Kira to have accepted our invitation. And you know, it has been a great gift to have in Villa Panza you for a week, because Bill and Kira arrived on Thursday, I think, isn't it? On Wednesday, and decided to know well Italy and Varesotto and the Sacromonte and Lago Maggiore and the beauty of. Did you rest or not really?
No.
No. They visited a lot, because Italy is the most wonderful country in the world. So it's impossible to rest for a person curious of beauty. So it was a great gift to have you and your work in Villa Panza. It has been a great emotion to realize that after a minute we were friends. And this was extraordinary. Perhaps what the spirit of Villa Panza, or also the love for art, I don't know. But we really feel now to be close friends. And that it has been a great honor to hear from Bill the words he had for Villa Panza during the presentation in Varese. And this was perhaps the biggest gift you could give to us, Bill. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, Professor Stefano Baia Curioni now will give an introduction on the artist of Bill Viola.
I just accepted to speak, not being an art historian, an art critic, also because Bill Viola said that he likes to have an introduction talking about what we feel about when we see his works. The first time I saw works of Bill Viola was some years ago, and was an opera called The Messenger. And basically it was the emergence of a human face from the water, and marked by a sound, and then the disappearing of this face in the water, and at the place of the face, lights were shining like stars on the water. And this was a very moving experience to see that video. And I began to thought about this kind of work. Basically, what I can try to say this evening is just what I felt, again, going to Villa Panza yesterday and see the work of Bill Viola, and the way in which the work has been exhibited, because, of course, the way in which work are exhibited is very important. The context is really talking with the meaning of what is exhibited. And in this case, I have to say, I really recommend you to go and see, because it's a wonderful opportunity to have an insight in ourselves and outside, not only through the work of Bill Viola, but also through the whole collection that in Villa Panza is pretty consistent with this kind of attitude of meditation and knowledge. And this is something that I have to say, it goes toward the admiration we have to share for the FI organization, not because you organize with us this, but because I think this really, FI is not only an organization that keep our heritage, but it's an organization that give meaning to our heritage and help us in having a stronger, not only identity, but a sense of the meaning of what we are living. And this is a very, very important task that is not shared by a lot of organizations in Italy, and this is a high merit. Then, just a few notes about what I saw yesterday. The first experience I had was the suggestion of slowing down. We are running, and in Bocconi we are teaching people to run and to run fast. So we are trainer of people that are running 200 meters or 40 kilometers, but fast. And basically what Viola is telling us is to slow down, and this is a very important thing that need to be thought. The second point is that it suggests us to look at a basic transformation, which is a transformation that is unifying death and life, and then death again and life again, and this transformation, which is, of course, remind us a kind of metaphysical structure on which we built our life and our meanings, is a place that we always give up, and we don't look at that. And on the contrary, to slow down and look at this place is such an important part of our life. We should do much more often, and also being in a sense able to cope with the art and to manage the art has to do with this kind of gaze. And the third thing is the quest of perfection. Of course, when you comes out from an experience of Bill Viola movie and art, you see it is transparent, his quest for perfection. So what we can have from this slowing down, from this kind of gaze toward our origin, from the place where we come from, is not only the sense of a home, and to find a home in the life, but also the possibility of being perfect in this, and to try the best to be perfect. And I would just finish this very small and weak elaboration on the work of Bill Viola with two sentences that I get from a fellow scholar that is working with us in Bocconi, and two sentences that are coming from far away in time, because one of the characteristics of Bill Viola is, of course, to take care of the history of art and having a close relationship with the tradition of paintings in the Renaissance. And so I'm getting these two sentences from a period which is before the Renaissance, but of course give to the Renaissance much of their meaning. The first is from San Gregorio Magno, and it said that an image is like a word. It's an element of the text. It's like a way of writing for somebody who is not able to read. And the second is taken from Bonaventura, and it's more difficult to translate, but it's very strong. It says, the arts give us the principle, and awake the human soul, that know himself like through a mirror. An image, the image, so the paintings or the representation of an image, in you operate, making us gazing the shining, the original shine of the image of God. Everything are beautiful. All the things are beautiful, and all the things may lead us to a contemplation. And this is a kind of Platonic, of Neoplatonic image that comes through, and of course it is given also by your work. And so I just leave you on this thought.
Thank you.
Thank you for
Thank you
being
very
here.
Thank you.
Please don't miss the exhibition in Varese, not only because you will pay a ticket, and this is very important for us, but because you will have a great experience. And remember, you need 2.5 hours, perhaps 3 hours too. There is one video that goes long for 1 hour. It's just a big oak. And you sit down and you realize that you think it's just a photograph. And after a while, you realize that it's not a photograph. And after 1 hour, you'll be different, really, isn't it?
Yeah,
It
I
is.
hope so.
Don't miss the exhibition. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.